Canoopsy here, and behind me is a TV of absolutely epic, monstrous proportions. It's Sony's X850D 4K HDR Ultra HD Smart TV. So basically the best of the best when it comes to TVs. And some of you may know, I just recently ditched my 14 or 15-year-old CRT tube TV, so this right here, this is quite an upgrade. But is something like this even worth it? Let's check it out. Right off the bat, this TV is massive, but that's only because of the screen size. The overall design of the TV is extremely minimal, so it all just fades away into oblivion and becomes a massive canvas into the world of media. What I mean by this is a few things. First, the bezels are almost non-existent and are about as thin as my iPhone, allowing you to just see screen when you're close up or far away. The majority of the TV is super thin too, and about as thin as my iPhone as well. The only thick part of the TV is near the bottom of the back where all the components and ports are, and there are quite a lot. At the very back, there are component in and video in ports, an HDMI port, and an Ethernet, 3 more HDMI ports, 3 USB ports, and a headphone jack all on the side. The USB ports can be used for things like plugging in hard drives or a mouse or other USB devices like a USB stick. And this all sits on a solid metal base, or you can mount the TV to a wall. Also to note, the speakers on this TV are excellent with a good amount of bass and can easily fill a living room with sound, but when the volume is a bit too high, it can sound a bit distorted.
It's me, Canoopsy. I was one during, after, all of these...
Now this is a TV, so the most important part here is the screen, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Just a few specs, it's 16:9 and 120Hz, and has a resolution of 3840x2160, so it's super duper sharp and crispy. It's also HDR, meaning for HDR content you'll get to see a much wider and more accurate range of color and brightness, not commonly available on most other TVs. Such as in the shadows, it won't just be black, but you'll be able to see more details in the shadows. And many movies and TV shows like Netflix's Marco Polo are actually shot in 4K and HDR, so you can actually see what that looks like. And under the hood, this TV has the 4K processor X1 that also boosts sharpness, reduces noise, and more. Colors are incredible and accurate, contrast is fantastic, and it's what you'd expect from a TV like this. Basically, it's just awesome. Now this is a smart TV equipped with Wi-Fi connectivity, and it runs the excellent Android TV operating system, and I'm very convinced it's one of the best TV operating systems ever. If you use Android often, you'll feel right at home, or if you've never even touched Android, you can easily learn this software. There's all the common content apps like Netflix, YouTube, Crackle, Google Play Movies, and more, as well as plenty of recommendations. You can even download your own choice of apps from the Android TV Play Store, and with a bit of work, apps that aren't on the Play Store. You can also play some Android games like Asphalt 8 that run fairly well overall, but make sure to get a Bluetooth controller and don't use a TV remote to play because you won't have too much fun at all. Speaking of the remote, it's actually very well designed. The navigation buttons are responsive, and while there are quite a few buttons on the remote, you'll only be using a few. The remote also has a microphone so you can search within apps or Google Now on the home screen, and it's incredibly accurate.
The answer is 10.
Mad Men.
There's also the Android TV phone app for iOS and Android, and it works pretty well as a remote, except when you're typing, it can be super glitchy. So overall, this TV is superb. It's basically the filet mignon of the TV world, and this is where the pricing comes in. The most affordable 55-inch model is $1,400 US and $1,600 Canadian. My 65-inch model retails for $2,000 US and $3,000 Canadian. The 75-inch model is $3,500 US and $5,000 Canadian, and the crazy 85-inch model is $8,000 US and $11,500 Canadian if you wish to achieve maximum boss status. So yes, the TVs do get pretty expensive, but you do get what you pay for. You get a stunning 4K HDR TV with plenty of enhancements to make the experience great, awesome software, plenty of ports, and a beautiful overall design. If you want to buy one of these TVs for yourself, use the link in the description down below. Also, like the video if you liked it, comment down below what you think of this epic 4K HDR Sony Smart TV, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching.